this week. I broke 2 tooth fillings in 2 days. So I made an appointment at the Samui Dental Care to get them fixed. You know, a trip to the dentist, in my opinion, is up there with being audited by the IRS. As you know that it's going to hurt and that it's probably going to cost you a lot of money. The problem I have is that I'm now 70, so that makes most of my teeth about 64 years old, and they're starting to show their age. When I was a youngster growing up in Middlesbrough in northeast England, the dental treatment there came under the NHS, or the National Health Service, and it was free for us kids. My dentist was a dentist called Dr. Woodywiss, and the trip to seeing Dr. Woodywiss scared me to death. My mum had dragged me kicking and screaming all the way to his surgery, and he reminded me a lot of Joseph Mengele, also known as the Angel of Death, who performed deadly experiments on prisoners in Auschwitz concentration camp during World War II. I was honestly, when my mum would take me there, you know, I was shaking in fear. That's the sort of fear that he instilled in me. Because it was free, the dentists, or at least my dentist, would usually just pull out the tooth rather than fill it. That way you didn't keep coming back to the surgery to cost the British taxpayer more money. So I ended up with the back molars on my right side of my mouth being pulled. At an early age, I think I was about 12. So for years I've been chewing most of my food on the left side of my mouth, which has obviously put a strain on my left side molars, as they've been doing the work that the right hand side of my mouth should have been doing for over 55 years. Luckily I live in Thailand, so a trip to the dentist may be just as painful gum-wise, but financially it doesn't hurt so much. So in this video I'm going to give you some idea of how much dental costs are over here in Koh Samui, so that you can compare them to your own country's dentists. So let's take a drive to the dreaded dentist and see what he has to say. Hopefully this dentist won't be as scary as Dr. Woodywiss. But before I set off for the dentist, if you haven't already done so, please push the subscribe button and the thumbs up button. Promise it'll cost you nothing, but it'll help me a lot to get recognised on YouTube. And if you know of anyone who might like to watch my channel on Thailand, please push the link button and forward the link to your friends or family members. Please watch the video right to the end. I've got some dental comparison charts for a few countries. Okay, I'm outside Samui Dental Care, which is the dentist that Noi recommended for me. Noi's been coming here since she came to Koh Samui about 5 years ago, and she recommends it highly. I prefer to take a Thai person with me when I go to places like dentists, hospitals, or anywhere where it's going to cost me a bit of money, because sometimes it helps a lot with dual pricing. But Noi's gone back to Phitsanulok for a week. Her grandmother died, and so she's gone back for the funeral. Grandmother, 101 years old, can you believe it? 101 years old is holding any country, but in a place like Thailand, it's virtually unheard of. I mean, to live to that ripe old age in a rural town where you know, they've gone through some very hard times in the last 100 years, and to live that long, she's done very well. So I'm going to go inside and see what it's going to cost me, and hopefully just a couple of fillings. It won't be much. Okay, I'm back outside now. It was a lot worse than I thought it was going to be. I was hoping for just a couple of fillings, but unfortunately not. So I'm going to go back home now. I'm going to grab a coffee, and I'll sit down and tell you all about it. Okay, as I said before, it's all bad news, I'm afraid. Back from the dentist now. Both molars are now beyond filling. There's much more filling than there is tooth, and he said that there's no way that I can get another filling. It just wouldn't hold in. I can get it, he would do it for me at a cost of about 1,000 baht each for each tooth, but he said they're probably going to fall out quite quickly because there's nothing really there to hold them in. There's no tooth to hold it in. The hole's too big. So the dentist told me that I need 2 crowns. While I was in there, he's already ground the teeth down to stumps to attach the crowns to, and he's taken an imprint of the stump to have the crown made. The problem is, in Koh Samui, they don't make crowns on the island. They have to send them to Bangkok, to a lab there that makes them, and they should be ready for fitting, he tells me, in about a week. I've gone for porcelain fused to metal crowns at 12,000 baht each, which is a big saving on what it would cost me if I was still living in Australia and had to go to a dentist there. I did a Google search for dental prices for crowns and other dental work in the UK, USA and Australia. The average UK price was around £800, which is quite similar to Australia, and the USA was anything between $1,200 and $2,500, so a broad range there. I don't understand why. There's a big price difference, but that's what the Google search turned up. So if you're in need of any serious dental work, Thailand is well worth taking a look at. What you save on dental surgery could be enough to pay for a holiday here in the beautiful island of Koh Samui, or Phuket, or Pattaya, or any other beautiful area around this fantastic country. Thinking of retiring or living in Thailand, please take a look at my book, The Thailand Handbook, the first 6 months. It's crammed full of information to help you tiptoe over the logistics of making Thailand your home as uncomplicated and straightforward as possible. So thanks very much for watching. Take care, stay safe, and I'll see you in the next video. Cheers for now.